If you guys are in need of coins for any reason, make sure to check out cheapmaddencoins.com. Use code Mike at checkout for 10% off.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we have some Madden 19 gameplay. We are going to take an in-depth look at some of the new chemistries that have been added into this game after this new title update. There's a bunch of new stuff that they added in today. Apparently the zones are fixed. Okay, all right. You can also set prices on players differently in the auction house. I can show you guys something for an example. So if I wanted to sell this CHEM'S, I could go into auction, and instead of going up like this, going up and clicking like that, I can enter a manual price for buy it now by hitting square. I can go in if I want to sell this for that many amount of coins, then I can do it. Post it up, bada boom, bada bing. Hopefully he sells for more than 3,300 coins. But the main thing we're gonna do in this video is show you guys all the brand new routes that have been added into the game with this new short route runner specialist, I think medium route runner specialist, there might be a deep route runner specialist, and there's an elite route runner specialist. Now, what I'm gonna do for you guys here is I'm gonna get every single version. I don't know if Randy Moss can get the short route run specialist. I'm pretty sure he can get elite route run specialist and deep route run specialist, but if you get those, you lose playmaker. If playmaker is something you guys like using, you will lose playmaker, and you also lose certain routes, but I'll get more in depth with that when we get into the gameplay version of it. So for Randy Moss, you can choose between deep route specialist and elite route specialist. Now, when you choose these two routes, you can't have playmaker. So you got to understand that if you choose any of these two specialists, you have to take off playmaker. Now, with these two specialist chemistries, it also takes off certain routes from your hot routes. So if you like drags, baby ins, short routes like that, this deep route specialist right here takes those away and gives you different things that you can use. So if Randy Moss is a guy that you like to throw to deep down the field, then you probably want to add the deep route specialist, because you're not going to be throwing drags or baby ins or hitch routes or anything like that. With the elite route specialist, I haven't actually tested any of this out. Thankfully, I have 9,700 training, so I'll be testing all of this out right now. So for this first game that we're going to get into, I'm going to add in the deep route specialist, and we're going to see how this chemistry plays on Randy Moss. The next receiver we are going to look at is this T.Y. Hill. Now, currently, I have playmaker chemistry on him, but we are going to change that right here. We don't want to use playmaker for today. We're going to test out either short route run specialist. We're not going to test out the deep route specialist because that's what Randy Moss has right now. We also have elite route specialist, which I will test in a separate game. We're going to put short route specialist on this man right here. It's a lot of training points, but I just want you guys to see the routes that you can use with these players. Okay, so now that we have T.Y. Hilton that has short route specialist, and we have this Randy Moss that has the deep route specialist, we're going to go ahead and get into a game. Now, if you guys want to test this yourself, you can go into an online game, that's fine, but the easiest way is to go into solo challenges, go all the way over to the rookie gauntlet. If you go over to the rookie gauntlet passing, the first one gets you like 16 plays from the 99-yard line, and you can choose whatever plays you want, whatever routes you want, and you can test it out. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna show you guys how these routes look and if they're good or if they're bad. Okay, so unfortunately we do have a play clock with this, but I'm gonna go into regular single back right here, and we are gonna show you guys all the different routes that you can do with Randy Moss. So I'm gonna go all the way out like this. If we hit triangle, we hit square. If you guys look at the bottom right, we have a deep out, we have a deep in, we have a wide receiver corner, a deep cross, and a skinny post. So if I go over on the left stick, that's a deep out. This is what the deep out looks like. And obviously, you guys know that this route is going to be extremely crispy. Out route, boom. Now, we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to go to Randy Moss, and this time I'm going to show you guys a deep in. This is like pretty obvious, but you guys can see right here, the in route isn't so much like a sharp in. It's almost like a gradual in. I'll show you guys can see right here. Boom, there it is, in route. Nice crispy move for a deep route run specialist. Again, we're going to go back to Randy Moss, and this time I'm going to show you guys a skinny post. That is R2. If I hit R2, it goes to a skinny post. Now, honestly, this post isn't that great. It's just like a regular post route, but it's for a deep route runner. Yeah, like I guess if I throw it at a certain time, he might be able to get open. This is like against pretty bad coverage, so I don't think that's going to get open in regular head-to-head. So the deep out, the deep in, and the skinny post are not great. I mean, it's definitely cool because it switches up your play calls and how you run certain players. But again, I'll show you guys something else right here. If you go back to Randy Moss, we can also look at a deep cross, which a deep cross is pretty cool. I actually really like this. It's a crossing route that can get in between zones. Definitely something that can be pretty glitchy. Boom, Randy Moss wide open right there on the deep cross. So the last route I'm going to show you guys is actually a wide receiver corner. This is kind of crazy that you can do this out of a hot route. You guys see the little C route, the outside C route, whatever you want to call it. This is a route that you can now do from audibles, which is really cool. It's a crispy route too. I think it's pretty nice. That's one of my favorite routes, along with the deep crosser route for these deep route specialists. Randy Moss is a pretty darn good receiver, so he makes these routes look very, very good, but it's just something that's going to add more complexity to the game. It's just going to make all the play calling a lot less that doesn't make sense. A lot less repetitive is probably the words that I should say. So far I've showed you guys every single route that they can do. The deep out, the deep in, the wide receiver corner, the deep cross, and the skinny post. Now, you guys can see there's no drag. I can't throw a drag route. I can't throw a curl route. I can't throw a baby in, a baby out, anything like that. So if that's something that you guys are going to want to do, you should not put the deep route specialist on your receiver. The next player we're going to look at is T.Y. Hilton. Guys, I'm going to go triangle, I'm going to hit circle. With T.Y. Hilton, I can put on a hitch, I can put on a short post. I'm going to show you guys what this looks like when he goes to the slot, because it's a little bit different. I'll put this hitch right here. It's just a short little hitch route. Boom, little stop. I lowballed that pass. It could be probably glitchy in the end zone. I'm not sure how DBs react to it. It's a pretty bad defense. So there you guys see it. It's a nice little hitch route when he's on the outside. There's also another route that I'm gonna show you guys right here. I'm in triangle, I'm in circle, and it's a short post. I hit L2 for short post. Now this short post could be glitchy. I'm not gonna lie. It definitely could be glitchy. Sometimes with these routes, they get right over the zones in the exact place that you want it. Boom, short post, T.Y. Hilton. Again, I'm not going to sit here and show you guys how to manipulate zones. Just, that's not what I do, but that is the route that you have available. I'm going to put T.Y. in the slot, and I'm going to show you guys what else you can do. Okay, so now T.Y. Hilton is in the slot. I'm in triangle again, and also you can do a wheel route, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You guys see the wheel route is right there. It's not a great wheel route, but I guess, I mean, you can throw it, and it might be able to get open. Again, this defense is pretty terrible, so don't take any of these routes beating defenses as like, oh my god, insane route or something like that. But there is a wheel route for when you're in the slot, when you have a short route specialist. So obviously you guys can see the difference between the short route specialist and the deep route specialist. Now I'm also showing you guys what it looks like when Randy Moss is in the post, the deep route specialist is in the post. There's not really anything different. You have the post route, which I'm pretty sure was normal. You also have the out and up. I don't know if anybody really wants to use this route because it's not great, but I mean, you have it. It's like a deep post, something like that. And like I said, this is something you guys got to keep in mind. Whenever you put these abilities on these receivers, there's two things. One, you lose the ability to get playmaker, which is extremely sucky because playmaker is one of the best chemistries in the entire game. The other thing is you lose the ability to run certain routes. Like, for example, Randy Moss can't run a drag, which is like, I mean, I don't know if that's great. I guess it makes you utilize receivers better for their personnel style. Randy Moss isn't really a drag receiver. Maybe T.Y. Hilton is. Randy Moss is more of a deep type wide receiver. If you guys want to give up the ability to run drags, I guess go ahead, but in my opinion, a drag route is one of the best routes in the entire game. Now, I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this game, and yes, I'm going to purchase more training points, and we are going to get ourselves the elite route run specialist. I'm going to throw that on Randy Moss. So we already spent the training to get the short route run specialist. We spent the training to get the deep route run specialist. Now we're going to spend the training to get the elite route run specialist. Now, from what I've seen on Twitter, this specialist is not great, but we're going to test it out. 900 points. That is definitely a lot of coins for something I probably won't use, but we're going to go ahead and test it out in this solo challenge. I'm going to show you guys exactly the routes that you can use. All right, so we're going to test the elite route specialist here on Randy Moss. I'm going to go triangle, square, and you guys are going to see all the stuff that he can do. Okay, skinny post and a crossing route. So the skinny post looks like that. The crossing route looks like this. Crossing route, not really a fan. I guess it's like a weird drag, something like that. I don't know if it's that great, but there it is. It's a crossing route. You can also do the skinny post, like I said before, but with this, you're able to do a drag, which is actually pretty cool. Now, I don't think audibling to like a skinny post is anything that's really that good. I mean, yes, he did get good separation on his player right there, but I don't know. I don't know if it's that really worth it. I guess you can still do drag, which is pretty cool with this, but the routes that you get aren't that good. We're also going to see here what it looks like when Randy Moss is in the slot, because again, everything does change when you're in the slot. So I'm hitting triangle, triangle. Okay, so I can do a corner route and a post route. Corner route is pretty cool. I'm not exactly sure how good this corner route is. We're going to see right here if he creates good separation. It's definitely good separation, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if this one's worth it as much as the other ones. So like I said, we can do a corner route, and then the other one was a post route over the middle. Again, I think this just gives you the ability to do drag routes and to do fade routes and slant routes and baby ins and baby outs. So if that's something that you guys want, then I don't know, maybe you want to do the elite route specialist, but whoa, from everything that I see so far, I'm not sure if it's really worth it. Personally, I probably would just do the deep route specialist, and then I don't even know if I do the short route specialist. I probably will, just to switch it up to make my gameplays a little bit different. But for example, this is what the crossing route looks like. I guess if you do like double crossers, that can be pretty cool. Randy Moss definitely gets open, but like I said, again, this defense I'm going against is pretty trash. So there you have it. Those are the routes that I guess you can do. Crossing route, skinny post, anything like that. I wish it was more. But I'm definitely extremely appreciative of all the stuff that they've currently added. It's pretty cool. I'm happy that they're adding all these new things. It definitely makes the game a lot less, I guess, repetitive. I think I said that already, but it just makes it less repetitive, more different, which is good. The only thing I really don't like about this whole thing is the fact that it costs training for you to be able to do these things. I personally don't really think that's right, but it is what it is. It's not my game. It's EA's game, and they're going to do what they're going to do. So, yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like down below, and I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next upload. Peace.